Hello and welcome back to Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and when we last left off, we fought our way through the GAM facility in the Swiss Alps, and I think it's fair to say that people were trapped with us as opposed to the other way around, and to be honest, it felt quite liberating to finally let loose with our firearms and all the ammo we've been saving up for the entirety of the campaign. And afterwards, of course, we returned to Prague, only to find that the streets are under martial law, which is strange in my eyes because the Prague police force is a civilian law enforcement organization and not the military, and I don't believe the civilian police can declare martial law in the city. Well, that's a bit interesting, but instead of worrying about these details, I think we talk about the story here briefly, because I think the puzzle pieces are finally coming together. For starters, we know that the orchid is a liquid, a poison of some description, and we also have learned that they have been ordering tons upon tons upon tons of crates of fancy champagne for some unknown purpose, right? And I do believe it was also pointed out that some sort of a very important conference is taking place in the Apex Center in London. Nathaniel Brown, a Seraph, and also some other important dignitaries, and that's probably the location of this planned terror attack, which they will be blaming on ARC, of course. But regardless, I think before we worry about such details and speculation, we should be making our way to our apartment and talk to Seraph and also help out the underground newspaper, maybe. I'm not quite sure we can even use the subway system, but how else can we get here? You know, I'm not sure, frankly. And the party is also the last act in this chapter, but of course we also have to deal with the Diwali crime family again, and also this guy. Never mind the fact that someone was informing these people ahead of our arrival, because we saw that, right?
Around the clock, around the world, I guess me, always watching, because you are always.
I was also very worried to discover that the shopkeeper from our storefront seems to be also involved with some other conspiracy angle. Apparently her alias was the Watcher. I mean, why else would we be finding the pocket secretary there, wouldn't you think? That's good, because every other time we came to the area there was someone working at the security checkpoint, not even once. That seems like a massive security oversight in my eyes. Inventory seems fine, but we depleted almost all of our revolver ammo, of course. Which is why we should also be stopping at some of the arms dealers, wouldn't you think? Could be a good idea. She is gone. Yeah, sitting here, while drinking coffee, smoking, and then we find the pocket secretary over here. Could have been placed by someone. It's an option, I suppose. Yeah, and we never found out what we could make happen about this room because it's too dark in here without the smart vision augmentation. But what else would be the reason to come in here then? There's nothing on the ground we can find, right? I mean, I don't think so. There's also a ventilation shaft over here, I did remember that, but it has to connect to this room, otherwise it's a moot point, wouldn't you think? But it's so dark in here, I simply cannot see anything, and of course we don't have any... Oh, maybe over here. And of course we don't have any flashlights, naturally. Yeah, maybe this is the exit, presumably, maybe.
Who's here? Who is this?
It's Daria. From the crime scene. Do you remember? I'm at home. The apartment across from yours. Please, hurry. I need you one thing.
Yeah, okay, I think we have maybe some things to do then, right? The last harvest. That's what we get for not resolving the murder case then, I think. Not properly, I should say. Okay, well, conveniently it's all located right around our apartment. They also deployed a turret. How is that? How would they deploy a turret? That's beyond reasonable. Absolutely ridiculous, frankly. How did we manage to get in here then? Because we did loot the stuff, didn't we? I'm not quite sure, man. It's really strange. But we've been here before, of course. The time's free, actually. I suppose it's time to get drunk then. Yeah, we do have the pocket secretary, so don't we? Can we maybe take another look at that? Yeah, file request, right? The visitor is coming back to Prague. And the storage unit. And I think the apartment of the photographer was also right over here in a very inaccessible way. This is the Diwali crime family, Ardo. Yeah, this is not champagne, so maybe not connected after all. Oh, it has been completely cleared out, I guess. Interesting. So good thing we came here previously. Adam was many hours ago, so I don't remember what we found here. Other than interesting pieces of evidence. So our lady is gone, the watcher is gone, and the entire evidence locker is also now empty. That cannot be a coincidence. No, probably isn't, right? Well, good thing we checked then. We could go over here, that would be nice, but I don't believe it's jumpable in any fashion whatsoever. Alright. Conspiracies everywhere, no matter where we look, and surprisingly, we can even make it up here. Oh, then we also check in this apartment, because the last time we looked in here, there was a body underground. And the body is still here. Yeah, okay, a shot in the head with a pistol, I think. Didn't we not find one of those already? Do we have two now? Okay, there be duplicates of that stuff. Well, I suppose there could be. Yes, it's the same thing. Now we have two of them. Apparently we have assembled quite a collection of keepsakes. Yeah, now the entire apartment is clean, but the body is still here. How does it make sense? It must be an oversight. Yeah, alrighty then. Interesting. That must be oversight, frankly. Doesn't make any sense otherwise. Darkness doesn't hide us very well because this is not Reddick, of course, so I guess. Yeah, but we cannot jump over here, that would be too easy. And how far away is the nearest subway station? Oh, it's not too far. Alright, I'm trying to remember what we saw here, but I do believe there's two exits back here. And this is not a restricted area, at least as far as the cops are concerned, because they don't mess with the Diwali crime family, I think. I don't think we can jump over here. That seems unlikely. Okay, he's looking at the poster, but the turret is a little bit more observant, I would figure. Or we could just open it because all these locks work only one way for whatever reason. Yeah, the turret is angry now, I see. Wow, what about the arc? I don't think this thing can see very far indeed. Especially out here in the streets at night. But we have medicine for that, so we can override the security system. Which you cannot, of course, since my reflexes are too slow, apparently. Well, isn't that lovely? At least I seem to be reliant on the turret primarily as opposed to foot patrols. Yeah, okay. Maybe we try the computer because it's unlocked the last time we checked. And the cop isn't looking. Yeah, it is unlocked. He can be on his way as long as we can get past here. I think it's fine. I don't want to get gunned down in the streets by some authority, no. Yes, we can also maybe look into the police vents here, assuming of course the fire wasn't too beefy. Maybe there's some ammo in there or something in between. Yeah, not enough energy of course. Thankfully remote hacking doesn't take a lot of juice. Sometimes they have some credits in their trunk or whatever. Something of less importance. Or nothing at all, of course, could also be. Yeah, like this here. Okay, anything in the police van? Yeah, stun gun darts, that's good. Only 3 of them, but I would take that. Time seems to be of the essence, but hopefully there is some time here, because, wow, are they expecting us to fight our way through here? I sure hope not. Because otherwise there's no way to speed up the process, I believe.
Hey,
hello.
Are you interested in clean guns?
You want to do business? He's the one you want.
Contextual dialogue maybe for the curfew being in effect, what do you think?
You have credits?
Yeah, that's
Usually
disappointing.
people with the robot
Almost
arms
lazy.
and legs have no credits.
no, you got a real way with people. What's on the menu?
Yes, oh cold.
Menu?
Do you enjoy getting wet?
No, not food. Guns and things. You want?
Yes, maybe not against the cops, but certainly for endeavors afterwards. Maybe against the Diwali, for instance. And we're desperately short on revolver ammo now, as it turns out. Hopefully you did restock there. Yeah, give me all of the machine pistol ammo. And then our inventory is full. Okay, but there is revolver ammo here, thankfully. Not the whole lot, but there is some here. Also armor piercing. It's expensive, but we don't have a choice because we're going to need it, right? And also some EP ammo for the machine pistol. I guess it's kind of redundant since we have the regular pistol for that. Okay, give us 2 boxes. Otherwise, we're not in need of anything Abido. Maybe sell something? Is there anything we want to sell? Well, are we going to use all that new pros for starters? I think it's 90,000 bucks right here. I guess you can have the bows. Yeah, craftable items, but he doesn't sell those, right? Does he do? Okay, so I think it's all we can do here for now. But nice doing business with you.
Time for this. You look.
Oh,
Why are you not trying?
we went over this already. That's just goddamn annoying, frankly.
Maybe later.
Fucking clanks.
Yeah. Added to the lengthy list of bugs in this game. We just spent like, what, $10,000 here, or credits or whatever, and they're still not satisfied because the trigger didn't fire. That's lazy. Yeah, there's no sewer access through this building, of course. You want to ride the subway. Have to ride the subway, you get the idea. Yeah, I do believe you can only check the trunk and nothing else. Oh, hello there. What did I see there? What is that? I think it's a shotgun, right? It's an assault rifle. Okay, not if we can store any of those anyway. Okay. Okay, one cop here, there's a barricade. Does it mean the subway station is offline and no one is running any trains? Yeah, what's the blinking thing back here? I think it's a security robot. And therefore, the police forces in the United States are militarizing themselves, right? You haven't seen shit like this here. Well, EMP grenades take care of those. Typically. What? How about fuck you? Ja, there we go. Let's knock out this fucking guy. Und auch die Laser-Tripwires und all eine Bullshit back here. I don't care. We're making a run for it. Officially so. Must have been my stealth ability running out in the most inopportune of moments, I would figure. They are still running. No, we're walking, of course. So at least I took this into consideration. But it's going to be a long walk. A dangerous one. When we're lost in our forts. Maybe don't walk directly on the tracks because they could be running some maintenance trains, you know, for starters. Yes, okay. I don't think there is direct access for here. Although we did check it one stage, I believe. Yeah, I think our stealth ability ran out at the most inopportune of moments. Which is why the guy saw us there briefly. And immediately opened fire. Because this seems like a sensible police strategy. Yeah, for here wide into the bathrooms. Well, it doesn't get us to places, you know, that's also a problem. Was there not a vent on the other side by chance? No, right? And since there are no cops on the platform anyway, that's a complete moot point. And of course, Adam always goes for the ladies' room. Well, why not, I guess. Yeah, laser tripwires and all the other lovely stuff we enjoy so much here. I think we looked for access to the machine code in one stage and came up empty-handed, so I don't think there's a direct connection through here in any capacity whatsoever. Yeah, this leads to the ticket office. This is the server room, which probably doesn't give us anything, but we can check here, but we are in the area.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Oh, there's some tape up here. There was some tape up here. Security, but hopefully it turns off the stupid annoyances outside. What's connected? Cameras. It's offline. Okay then. So hardly that useful. Yeah, this just leads to the other room on the far side here of this little maintenance area. The last time we came through here, there was a cop sleeping. I wonder how that happened. Yeah, I wonder how that happened, right? Yeah, okay, we looted everything already, I see. I don't think they put the security computer in the ticket office. That would be strange. One cop here, right? I think. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to get through here, really, but alright. Yeah, so this is all just snooping around. Doesn't get us anywhere, of course. Yeah, he cannot come through here, why? Because of the segregation. Oh, too funny. Well, how do you like that, my friend? Of course, he's far from the only one back here. He's dragging him out of line of sight now. Sure, we can take a smoke grenade. Yeah, cops have assault rifles patrolling the streets and having some turrets set up. That's pretty nasty imagery, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I think we help out the lady in distress first, I would figure, if we can make this happen. Yeah, this is our main objective, back in the crime district, so to speak. I'm not sure how many cops will be in the area. Plenty probably is the answer. But the problem is there is no sewer access anywhere, except for here, in which case it's already way too late because it only connects to Collar's shop, and Collar is done with us. Cannot do anything about our augmentations right now. Yeah, we cannot activate alarms to draw away some people.
Impossible. There's no way they're reaching the city.
Who, the people in Golem City? Supposedly it was on the outskirts of Prague, but the last time we flew there, it looked like to be at least 50 kilometers away in the middle of the wilderness. The flight was also relatively lengthy, you know. I don't think it did make much sense, at least as to how it was presented in universe. This would be another avenue where the dashing ability would be relatively useful, wouldn't you think?
What we're doing here is right. Is that it?
On a personal level, yes, this bothers me very much. Jesus, I'm not even talking about what our social responsibility is here. We swore an oath to protect these people, not to lock them up in cages.
We're just following orders.
That doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah, this excuse has been considered invalid and illegal since the Nuremberg trials, you know. At least it's nice to see that some cops have some second thoughts. Okay, 2 people are guarding the machine code. Maybe we could create a version and create or something like this over here. Maybe. Why would I need those? They don't have augmented people on the force, I think. This one anymore.
Area's clear. What is over there?
Nothing, right? But of course, we have to observe the patrol patterns. There's how many people in here on this square alone? I mean, once again, they have like super tightly paced patrols back here. So how are we going to sneak around there? Probably not, I would figure. But we can throw smoke, I guess. Maybe. Then race through and hoping no one will see us. I mean, we have the smoke grenades for a reason. It's most important that we draw the mech away for starters.
These flanks know better than to attack us.
I guess we try that.
I knew this Rakar business would cause trouble.
Yes, but we weren't really responsible for that directly, although we received the blame for everything in this plot here. Okay, and then what? We have to race through here, and then bump into more cops because I cannot see that far. Okay, I'm not quite sure how reliable this will be, frankly. I cannot engage so many cops at the same time because they're all so heavily armored. They may not be augmented, but they are certainly heavily armored. So they make it very difficult to even to get to our apartment. It's the only way to take. There's no subway access, no sewer access, anything in between. Maybe the long way around would be less defended. Who knows? Well, we can try that. Maybe we have to try that. Or at least check it out and make our decision. The problem is, the smoke grenades, they usually give away my attentions a little else. Yeah, these guys are very observant, aren't they? What else can we see down the street there? Little is the answer.
Not worth the paperwork.
Wow. Oh, idea. Maybe next time around, there's shoot people on the streets, then you don't have to worry about paperwork.
I hate this kind of operation.
Just following orders, right? Yeah, what happened to our energy consumption all of a sudden? I didn't remember the stuff ability draining energy that quickly. What on there? We had more than one. We had this fully maxed out. Yeah, okay, what happened? How did we lose some augmentations all of a sudden? I distinctly remember that we had this fully maxed out earlier on, didn't we? So what happened there? Yeah, that would explain why we have some problems with that. So some of our augmentations have been uninstalled for whatever reason, I see. Maybe. Huh. Okay, well, that's kind of worrying. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but evidently it did, because I distinctly remember this being fully maxed out, wasn't it? I think it was. Otherwise, I would have noticed way earlier this being super energy intensive. That's kind of worrying. Okay, well, I suppose that we made our decision. And it also recharges our batteries automatically when we upgrade our augmentations. That's interesting. This, of course, also explains why the cop was seeing us in the stairways leading down to the other subway station. Because our energy consumption was way too high. Way higher than it should have been. Okay, achso, 3 vor. The 30 bullets. I don't think it's any easier. I can still see one cop, but we know we can bypass the former police checkpoint somehow. And they also removed that stone, I see. Isn't that great of them? The symbolism of our defiance, so to speak. And they cannot allow that. Yeah, okay. Maybe that's not worth a detour after all. Maybe it's not.
Make my day. I've got the visual. Oh! Closing in.
I never saw you. You were never here.
I'm out of here.
We'll just wait it out in here. Then in the morning we'll go home, okay?
I can't believe I lost track of time like that.
Yeah, it happens
It's
in
okay.
Prague, right?
It's actually kind of romantic in a weird way.
Romantic.
Trapped on the wrong side of the town, hiding from the police.
What a stupid idea it was to go to that party. I knew it was a bad idea. Nothing good ever happens when they come to this district.
Yeah, I have the same idea, but I have to live in the slums because, well, we are augmented and it's the only thing that counts back here.
As if the violence could spread all the way into the city. The whole city is going to fall.
Yeah, everything is going to hell, right, isn't it?
Well, you've ruined the mood.
What? Okay, no comment on this here. Okay, wow, times of the essence, of course.
I'm sure supplies will arrive soon.
No, never. They make sure of that. You'd rather end up in Golem City before anything pleasant happens here. Especially the augmented
This
people.
weather is miserable. It is almost as though the gods, whatever gods might
You
still
will be
exist,
fine, I
are
promise.
mourning.
Mourning? Mourning whom exactly? Us? We are a freak of nature officially, you know. I don't think he would want anyone. Whoever he may be. I guess we can do some shopping while we're here. Unmolested by the cops, ideally.
Whatever. You want praxis, eh? Biocell,
But it was a strange
hyperstim,
experience. And once again, we have these patrols
That might be
everywhere, super
interesting.
tightly paced.
They sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something.
Yeah, and then I also see from my cloak yet again. Yeah, shake your head in disbelief. It's a type of game here, supposedly. Okay, what do you have on offer? Yes, if worst comes to worst, we should try that. Despite all here, except the stuff we cannot carry, of course.
Что за хуйня?
Yeah, and sold us again because we bought items but the game doesn't recognize.
Блядские юбки.
Yeah, fantastic game design. It's certainly rough around the edges, right? Great. Okay, so was yes, right across our apartment, she said. People are still panicking, of course. Understandably so. There's a curfew. People are shooting to kill.
A curfew in Prague? I can't believe it.
Oh, detective, what are you doing here?
My Interpol friend, it's dangerous for you to be out in the street tonight. What are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Oh, the killer is still out there. More victims have turned up. All of them Augs, all harvested. Just like Angela Gunn.
So it's the same person doing all this, and we still have no idea who that is.
I'm not sure where all this is going, but I've been looking at old case notes, and it's uncanny.
So maybe they were more substantial than we thought.
The old harvester, is supposed to be dead, yet this killer seems to... Little habits that were never made public. I even called the cemetery just to make sure Svobodka's still dead.
Wow, can never be too sure, right?
He's dead.
Well, he's here for a reason, I think.
That doesn't explain
Don't
what
tell
you're
me
doing
he's the
here.
murderer.
It's still my case, isn't it? And it's still open. I was hoping that maybe Daria suddenly remembered something. What about you? You know very well that your Interpol ID doesn't mean shit tonight. Hell,
Never did, right?
I should be arresting you right now.
I don't think he's the killer. I think she called in both of us to take care of loose ends, maybe. If she is the killer, or if the killer is here, she's using her. I'm not quite sure yet. I don't think the detective is the murderer. It doesn't seem like the type.
Daria called me. She said she was in trouble. She said he was here. Then she got cut off. Is she in there?
I wouldn't know. I knocked and no one answered. I've been worried about her. So she called you, huh?
We know how she feels about cops.
Right. Look, you're not supposed to be outside tonight. I'll take a look around the building. You see if you can find a way inside.
I'll just wait here for a minute. I'll break the door for you.
Just try not to get caught, eh?
I won't.
Well, we already got caught once by your colleagues, but we don't mention it, of course. Yeah, where are you going, detective? I can open the door for you. It just takes a second. Don't walk away, please. Okay, well, hopefully his ID card we hold are better than mine. Yeah, there are cops in the courtyard. Okay, I find it very strange. It can be a coincidence, right? Yeah, it certainly cannot be. Okay, what does the give us do? Yeah, Yeah, witness, or witness quotation marks, we aren't quite sure yet about that. I think we take a peek, see what do you think? Okay, he's walking back to where exactly the old crime scene. But I don't see anything directly out of the ordinary.
It's all for the boss.
Yeah, they're searching for the entire building, right? Okay, then we better get this on the road here. If the killer's here, we stun him and then leave him to be arrested, I guess. Something like that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Yeah, it's a shitty night, it's a crappy night, and things are just terrible all around, including the weather.
Worst of it is over, Brad.
Okay, keep our stun gun ready here, please. Okay, so the apartment has been trashed and I see. Okay, I can hear the cat and I see tons of blood everywhere. That's not a good start. But you know, if the detective is actually the murderer, he would know about the inside information, right? He pointed out so helpfully. But why lead us to this information pie then? And the precinct for starters? Why draw a suspicion to himself as the copycat? Okay, but his coat was bloody, I think.
It's about time. And now for a close look at events making headlines around the world. The impact of the Aug incident.
What is that?
2 years after
Okay, well, something.
the hatred, the violence.
Follow the trail of blood, but it could be misleading, baby.
Non-augmented citizens armed with assault rifles.
Blood number. I'm not sure what it means.
Lewistown, Montana. They claim the U.S. government is not doing enough to protect them from augmented crazies.
Well, before we get out of here, we should probably check the rest of the apartment. Most likely. And this doesn't lead anywhere in particular anyhow. Okay, I don't think the stun gun is necessary right now, but I keep it close just in case.
These are troubled times indeed. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Keeping you alive and clearing a way to your future.
I don't think they came through the front door. Do you really think Detective Montag can do this? He's a man in the 60s. He's 2 months away from retirement. Why would he be doing something like this?
Now back to our top story. State police in Prague, working under direct instructions from the
Salvation through torture. I don't want to read that.
martial law throughout their city.
Trying to make them human. Coming to think of it, I did hear some strange dialogue coming from our female contact, the witness, when we questioned her. Maybe it was just a coping mechanism, but we don't know anything about her backstory. Nothing. Okay, but of course she loved her cat. But that's not suspicious in of itself, is it though?
After riots in the Santo Group's Udolek complex threatened to spill over into the capital streets. Allegedly perpetrated by masses of augmented in reaction to the sudden, unexpected death of Talis Rucker. The riots have many people fearing the worst.
Yeah, not even proper furniture, just a couple of crates here. That's pretty sad.
Now demanding that the United Nations Security Council expedite their decision on Resolution 3507.
Doesn't seem very stable. I wouldn't trust this pyre.
If passed, it will mandate.
And the footsteps of the harvester are written by the previous murder victim. 27 bodies. Video. Okay, impregnate again. Of course, the drug as well. Homemade muscle relaxant. That's pretty naughty. Well, the problem is I'm not a chemist, so how does one make a home-brewed, yeah, medicine like this? Sleeping agents, whatever. I'm not sure. Oh. Okay, but there's other uses for these than I presume, but it's not a guarantee. Now, I worry about the detective more than anything else. Because he ran off for some reason. Sometimes we are an idiot in cutscenes, because, as I pointed out, we can hack the door in like, what, 30 seconds? You can just tell him, you know? There's a certain level of trust between the two of us. She does need that, yes. And she also needs some injectors, so this could be just coincidental if that's the case.
None of us are likely to forget the last time augmented people allowed their emotions to get the best of them. So are you a supporter then of United Nations?
Maybe bloody footprints as well. Maybe someone knocked on the door, she saw the killer and then turned around and was whacked over the head here. That could be. That's a possibility. And then they dragged the body through the ventilation shaft or tried to. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, I wonder if they need to debate the act at all.
I'm not exactly a detective ever do. That's not Adam's job. Maybe she was making dinner or something. Yeah, okay, she was making dinner. Then the doorbell rang and then she saw the killer and was trying to race away and then she got whacked over the head with something. That could be the theme here, I would figure. Then the body was dragged over here in a hurry. But I don't think Detective Munter can do this. He's an old man, you know. What about the number here? I'm not sure. Yeah, watch for booby traps. Starlight, okay. But it's a figurine, not an actual cat. Okay. Alrighty then. Everyone has their hobbies, I think. Pretty comfortable bed, all things considered. Certainly better than our apartment in certain ways. Okay, a bit of astronomy going on. Not too suspicious. Okay, well, it seems like a cat toy. Nothing else, really. What is that, though? Six, 9, 8, 8, 4, 3. It's not the same number we saw on the wall. What does it mean, though? Oh, that could not have happened more than an hour ago, I would figure, using the curfew as yeah, probably as an fog of war type of affair, maybe. Because people are now focusing on other matters, naturally.
Access granted.
Oh, the doctor again. Remember that from way earlier in the campaign? Yeah, she has neuro implants, not legs or whatever. Before you do anything else, before anyone else gets hurt. Maybe she was trying to cope with mental trauma. Maybe she was that escaped suspect these people were looking for. That could be. Well, at least we found some whereabouts potentially, which leads us to a different district. Wow, hooray. Time to go to what happened here. Not conclusively, at least. Interesting. Yeah, what about the number though? I'm not sure. Oh, then it's only one thing to do, I would figure, right? Unless I'm missing something here because I have the highlights disabled naturally. Or let's just get over evidence here brief, just to make sure. Yeah, this of course is a downtown, unfortunately so. But since we're in the apartment, maybe we also talk to Seraph then? Maybe? But I think the murder investigation should come first. It seems to be a pressing matter. Yeah, follow the trail I cannot see because it's raining here for starters, so all the blood has been washed away, I would figure. And conveniently it also leads into the sewers. Maybe it does. Oh, I cannot see anything because I don't have the smart vision ability, of course. Yeah, it must be in the standard vicinity here someplace, and I think it leads directly into the sewers here somewhere. Okay, I see it now, so evidently we don't need the smart vision ability at least sometimes. Yes, Adam, but the Icarus landing system would be nice, wouldn't you think? At least on occasion. But there's no way that Detective Montag can do something like that. Granted, she was of slender build, but still. It leads into the sewers, doesn't it? We can open these trash containers by the way in case you're wondering. The stupid physics engines making them such a nuisance yet again, I see. Is this blood or could this be a puddle, frankly? I guess it's only one way to find out then. Well, the trail certainly continues. I thought at least, but nobody has this much blood, right? It's not only like 8 liters in total, if I'm not misremembering. And I think we saw at least 5 liters already here, split in the room and also on the way here. In the streets and also into the sewers. Yeah, anyone, we saw that, and we also were the recipient of the aggression. Oh, it already is, sort of, isn't it? That would explain why only 7 million augmented people are remaining in the world. Yeah, probably. So the figure was absolutely staggering. Well, I find it pretty unsettling because previously this hatch wasn't open and you can't tell me that Mr. Montag can do this. I don't think so. Unless he has some hidden military-grade augmentations somewhere. Well, someone is here. Who is that? No idea.
Oh, thank God. I knew you'd find me. We must hurry before he comes back.
Before who comes back? The man who killed Angela Gunn?
Yes. He knows you're after him. He wanted you to come.
So where is he?
He's everywhere. Can you not feel his presence? Are you not scared?
Why
Actually, I am scared, yes.
He's using me to get to you. He thinks that by removing your augmentations, he can make you whole again. Quickly, come closer. Help me to get out, and then deal with him. Please, I beg you.
I don't know who to trust any longer, frankly. Who has the strength to get you down here, and all this part can be explained away because you didn't bleed that much, did you though? Who left all this blood on the ground? I don't know what to think any longer.
I need to know where he is first. How long ago did he leave here? Which way did he go?
You've got to be joking. We don't have time for all these questions. If he knows I spoke to you, he will kill me. Please, my ankle. Come closer. You must help me escape.
I find it really suspicious. I find it super suspicious. Extremely suspicious. It looks like an elaborate setup more than anything else. Yeah, we should prepare against the killer, right?
I don't see what the hurry is. You're safe where you are for now. I need to deal with the killer first.
A little late to back away now, isn't it? You would sidestep salvation so close to the gate? I don't think so. Admit it, all this time you ignored the facts because deep down you wanted to be saved.
I came here to help you.
You're the one who needs help. Don't you understand that? I can make you human again. I have to make you human again. It's not too late. You need not die, machine.
Oh, really just a fucking Titan augmentation? Really what? Okay, I think we're out of Imperials by chance, aren't we? Oh, that's a delight. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we walked into a elaborate trap then I see. She was the harvester after all. Okay, Frag Laser. Warum wollen wir at time as the same goes? Suspicious, huh? But who is suspicious? The fucking camera back here or the turret? Yeah, she has a Titan augmentation, I think. Okay. Alright, optional? Well, okay, well, I guess certainly it could be true. Neutralize the harvester, but I think we should also neutralize some of these, yeah, tripwires here, what do you think? Exploding EMP tripwire. I'm not sure what happened here, but evidently it was connected to this Doppler type. Of course, I didn't know that this would lead to this current situation, otherwise I would have checked it out certainly. But that was unexpected, to be honest. Hopefully Detective Montag will still be alright, because it could be his blood, come to think of it. I'm sorry for suspecting you there, sir. It was completely unnecessary. Smoke mine, okay, interesting. I guess this could be useful. Marjorie. Ach, whatever. The triggers, them good to know. Okay, so that would explain the existence of experimental augmentations, and I would figure. Including jumping and moving about, hacking people to pieces, and also having the Titan augmentation. Pocket Secretary. Now, we just have some closure for the entire angle with the Doctor and the TYM, but I do believe the Doctor was specifically ordered by the company to track her down because she was a former subject or something like that. Interesting, but also very concerning. Where did all this blood come from, for starters? I'm not sure. Military-grade augmentations, yes. Including the Titan, and this was supposedly so unusual that he himself didn't know it existed. Well, where's Detective Montag for that matter? We can just talk to him because, well, his friends are out to kill us. As it turns out, they weren't the only one. But still. What is that? Gas canisters? Obviously the light, I think. Well, if there's one thing I can say, it's probably the fact that Montag cannot be down here in the sewers because there simply wasn't enough time. At least I hope so. The only decent cop in the entirety of the Prague police force. I don't want him dead, certainly. I mean, this is pretty elaborate equipment. It cannot fall together in a hurry. That takes months of meticulous planning here. Oh, that was of course, the copycat, and this was the guy's original equipment, maybe. Or alternatively, she just assumed his ego. That could also be. Okay, the turret we blasted, I guess. But we could harvest some EP buys if we wanted to, but I don't think there's any need for this right now. That was a very unsettling experience, I'm not going to lie here. And we also want to check on the, the underground printing press here someplace. If we can find our way, of course. Very unsettling indeed. How did you get down here?
It all makes sense now. Lingering by the crime scene, creeping around Daria's apartment. I should have seen it sooner.
This isn't what you think, Montag.
You killed her because she figured out who you really are.
Daria's unconscious. She'll be fine. Your real problem is going to be figuring out what to do with her when she wakes up.
I made the mistake of letting you in on this case, of giving you access to her. No more lies. Are you going to confess to what you are or not?
I don't think either of these are going to work.
Daria lured me here. She wanted to save my soul by removing my augmentations. Just like she saved Angela Gunn and God knows how many others.
Daria Mishka? All this time pretending to be a dead serial killer? Bullshit!
I know it's not easy to believe, but it does start to explain some things. Daria didn't just happen to see Angela's murder. She was there because she killed her. And she wanted me to get involved because she was already targeting her next Aug.
Daria wanted you involved because she didn't like cops, and because she was scared. Apparently, she had every reason to be.
That seems a bit of a stretch there. But it's true, yes? And he's the type to respond to evidence, I'm hoping.
There's an email on Daria's computer from a former Taiyang medical employee named Dr. Sipra. A few years ago, he treated her for some kind of social disorder using experimental neural therapy.
What does that have to do with the killings?
Psychosis?
The email sounded desperate. Look, I don't have all the details yet, but it suddenly seems clear to me that someone needs to talk to this guy.
So that was going to be your next move here? Tracking down this experimental pharmacist?
You need to believe me. I'm as eager to find out what the hell just happened as you are.
I don't know what scares me more. That it's been you all along, or that this all leads to some big medical conglomerate.
All I know for sure is Daria wasn't what she appeared to be. The answers we're both looking for are still out there.
You're lucky she's still breathing. Otherwise, this might have gotten
Now,
very
how do I
ugly
shot him with the
between
revolver? How's she breathing
Like
still?
I told you, I'm not the killer here.
That's a bit odd.
Right. If what you're saying is true, and this does all lead back to Taiyang,
Then you're gonna have your hands full. Assuming you want to keep digging into this.
I don't. But I think I have no choice. This damn case has been like dead skin. I can't stop scratching. I suppose I have you to thank for that.
What's the next play, detective? You shouldn't be in the sewers yourself, by the way. Well, I can appreciate your bravery at least, but also confronting me here with the revolver drone. You could have knocked it out at any time, essentially. So I was unaware. Of course, we have to do this in a specific order, because how can I? Yeah, so we already completed this one, didn't we? I think, unfortunately so. Yeah, optional. How am I supposed to know this is an automatic failure state? I cannot, right? Okay, that's too bad. Maybe there will be some follow-up information, but I do believe we are going to leave Prague behind pretty soon. Once and for all. Alright, would have been nice to maybe listen in on this conversation here, on this phone call. How did you get in here? Did you follow the exact same trail? I get stranger and stranger, but I don't think he's the murderer, because he's like 60-something years old and 2 months away from retirement. He simply cannot do something like that. It's impossible for him, physically speaking. I refuse to believe otherwise. Okay, so yeah, keep out. It's better to keep out of this area. At least he saw some reason, because incidentally he does respond to evidence, thankfully. Alright, so this route is already correct as it would appear. So how many corpses will we be finding back here then? Yeah, what's your best guess? He was already here, he doesn't count. Yeah, sorry friends, the game just crashed, but apparently it just occurred to me that this SOS signal comes from the same area where we were fighting the police kill drones previously, weren't we? I think that's true. Interesting. Well, we better watch our step then, I would figure. Hello there. Who are you?
I like it down here. If you don't, then you can just fuck off.
What about the murder scene on the other side? You're not aware of this, thankfully. Because you also augmented yourself, I see. Yeah, I remember that area with the killboards. And also this area was a nightmare to navigate, but thankfully we now have to jump in like augmentation, so it should be less frustrating, I'm hoping. Yeah, hopefully. Okay, maybe not. I should hope our cranes still work. Yeah, what's the trigger? I think it's entirely contextual. If there's a ledge to grab or not, you know. I think it's how it's supposed to work. Okay. Well, I don't see any police killboards in here. That's a start. Hello there.
Yes, thanks. Bye.
We need to receive an SOS signal. Who was sending that?
Prague is turning into a town of records. The people behind them have all gone.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
We're waiting for permits to get us out of this city.
I hope they are.
I don't think it's ever going to happen, and I do recognize the face, so don't I? I think you were the guy we helped out with this other machine code. Sort of.
Keep waiting. That's all we can do now. Try and stay hidden, stay safe. We keep waiting. That's all we can do now. Try and stay hidden, stay safe.
Yeah, you have a bit of psychosis yourself, I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do for you. Well, if the police drones were already in this area, I think their location should be still on the record someplace. I wouldn't feel safe in here.
Tall, dark, and augmented. Over here.
Ah, maybe you sent the SOS signal then. What happened to your other underground printing press?
Not good. Welcome to the underground. I owe you an apology for
Sarah was right, it's not very secure after all. Let's just let it slide for now, Adam.
Don't sweat it. I'm assuming you had a good reason.
Samizdat's usual channels are all bugged. I couldn't risk an audio communication being traced back here.
You're little K, right? You don't sound local.
I wrote some things that made me have to delocalize a long time ago. Been living story to story on a Schengen visa and a language implant ever since. Never expect a short story from a long-form journalist. You want to know why I brought you here? The police raided Samizdat last night. Cleared us out.
Oh, the operation wasn't exactly a secret, was it though?
We were broadcasting until they pulled the plug. Radios, flyers, mail bursts, the makeshift media van. Getting the message out to our subscribers if they needed a refuge. As you can see, it went a little wider than we anticipated.
Well, I was wondering the same thing actually. Including the armband, incidentally.
This isn't what I call laying low. Aren't you afraid the police will find you again, finish what they started?
They already got K. Bones, the backup servers, even the shitty coffee machine. Enough for them to call it a win, and get back to indiscriminate brutality on the streets.
Where were you when this happened?
Right here. Running our little home away from home. Our sources tipped us off about the martial law. Either we could write about it and throw our hands up. Boy, I sure hope this massive rights violation doesn't end up being too awful this time. Or
it always
we
is,
could
right?
enact a readiness plan and really do something.
Yeah, when we first met, I called you pamphleteers. I guess I should apologize.
Did we? I don't remember that. I don't think we were that rude.
Oh no, we were pamphleteers. Now we're pamphleteers, jury rigging an underground railroad.
Well, we could maybe benefit from that because Prague upstairs is very deadly no matter how you look at it. Yeah, apparently you're running both right now.
So are you running a resistance cell here or a campaign room?
Why not both? Now Samizdat has a captive voter base. We could run for the Senate.
Something I would like
it's
to see.
Organized resistance then.
Peaceful resistance. We're working together to get people under the cordon and out of Prague. It's a happy accident of a police state. Well, I say happy when everyone's repressed, they can see past their prejudices.
Or they shift the blame. It's gonna take a long time for those prejudices to heal.
As long as certain people can profit from keeping the wounds fresh. But you knew that already.
Yeah, because you were watching us, weren't you? Maybe you left that, no, that cannot be, of course, but you were certainly trying to find out what's going on about OTF-39 and the front we have set up back here. Yeah, what happened to K?
What happened to K?
Punched in the nose again, I see.
K is me now, according to the Samizdat manifesto. It's all very third wave socialist with a
But hopefully isn't dead, you know.
Complex.
Executed or whatever.
But I mean, what physically happened to him?
Right. His name is Yarek. Yarek Drobny. He's being held by the police along with Bones. No contact, no bail, no rights, plausible deniability.
He must have known the risks.
No, he was open to the
It's not the same.
existence of risks. When you showed up, it should have been a wake-up call, but you were reasonable. The state isn't reasonable.
Maybe sometimes they are just too polite. Right? Let me guess, we need to break him out of prison.
I'm pretty sure you didn't
and the
call
cells
me
we
to put
saw
up posters.
in downtown.
What's the deal?
We've made a plan. We're getting people out of the city, starting first thing tomorrow. I want Yarek and Bones to go with them, but first,
yeah, of course,
we need to bust them out of jail. Tonight.
And you think I'm the kind of guy who breaks into police stations?
Yes. You're doing that.
Are you telling me you're not?
Okay. Oh, she knows, of course.
Fine, I'll get them out. They're being held in the temporary police station downtown?
Yes. By the Monument Metro. Once you're clear, take them across the plaza
not
to
an
the
escort
nether
mission.
cleaners. We've cached everything they need for a long road trip along the old NATO decommissioning zone.
That's your escape route? Puts getting them past the state police into perspective.
It works on paper. And gives them these new identity documents. A lot of new identities. We found a very good forger. We're keeping her from a bright future in a Piker's newsroom.
I guess it all comes together for Serco in this game eventually. But no, because it's time to clean up some loose ends, I see.
We'll have to borrow more trucks. Can we get back into the city trash depot tonight?
We have already taken so many. Maybe we should consider freight trains again.
You don't know where those trains have been? I don't either, but it's highly radioactive.
That would be
highly radioactive and something about a decommissioning zone. What happened here?
Again.
Tell him he's a true hero of the Resistance.
A true hero.
Yeah, it's a true hero, all of you. I can appreciate what you do back here.
Have you come to help us?
Oh, hello there.
Edward Braun. Thought we activated your permit.
You did. Whatever you did was enough to fool them.
But?
Doesn't seem to have done you much good.
It kept me out of Golem. I wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't for you. But now, martial law changes everything. It's Warsaw 1982 out there.
Warsaw didn't have drones.
Also was enforced by the military, not the police.
Homes, accusing them of things they did not do, being part of organizations I have never heard of. It was clear to me that it was all happening again.
So you slipped away, went underground. How'd you know to come here?
I heard a message on the radio. They were saying that martial law was being used as an excuse to round up anyone. And then I look outside and I see this with my own eyes. The police acting indiscriminately, just like 82. So I decide to do exactly what I did then. I hide in the sewers. And I start to find others. People who are scared and looking for safety, just like me.
I'm sorry it came to this, Edward. I know how much it meant to you to stay in Prague.
It's not about me anymore. I am one of the lucky ones. All these people down here, we must stay together. We must help each other to get through this. They are my family now.
Good luck, Edward.
Sorry for what happened to these people, but we tried our best over the course of this campaign, didn't we?
I suppose you responded, I am willing to volunteer on the Samizdat mailing list too.
Yeah, in a certain fashion, even though it was hacking our infolink ability.
Milana, you didn't take my advice about giving up on forgery.
I know. But trouble is, I've got a talent for it. And it's a real growth market.
Yeah, it's
a
seller's
market. As soon as you got me out of
even.
that thing with Dragomir, I had like 20 emails from Samizdat. Do you have any idea how difficult it is for art school graduates to find a special
Yeah, especially with the AI-generated imagery, right?
The permits aren't enough for police anymore, forged or real.
In Prague, maybe. But it turns out I'm multilingual when it comes to falsifying border passes. Lucky, right?
Never works, I'd say lucky.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Super Commando Man.
Oh, hey, can we put it in our resume?
If there was an easier option, you think we wouldn't take it? I was less stressed out when I was working at gunpoint.
We may not agree on your methods, but I'll let you get back to your work.
Coming from you, that is like the gold star seal of approval.
Yeah, we rarely say anything more substantial than that, do we do? Okay, it's nice reconnecting with all these people we helped out over the course of our adventures.
To help us.
It also brings home that we left some people in the dust right on the streets and under the bus here, like that, yeah, the other lady right in the basement of that art installation. Painful memories here, frankly.
Mea culpa on that stand.
Declaration of Augmentation.
Well, hopefully we can still help. We have to get back to downtown anyhow, break into the police station, which we already did twice, I believe.
It is you, again.
Yes, I know, right? The NPCs in this game, they're always repeating themselves, unfortunately so. Yeah, just run, fucking run. I'm getting tired of dealing with these cops, frankly. It's getting mighty tedious, frankly. And we still have to make our way to downtown, of course, and also the subway station, incidentally, don't we? But one bit at a time. One bit at a time, indeed. Are they still doing this raiding over here? No, now it's a crime scene, I guess. Yeah, I don't care about the fucking cops any longer. They completely trashed this apartment. And someone else is already moving in. And of course, there also had some children. Excessive force everywhere and police brutality. Who are you? Why are you here? Taking advantage of the situation, I think. Is this blood? I sure hope not. I have no idea, but who are you?
Policajtům jde jen o moc. Viděl jsem, jak nějaký sráč vytáhnul svou ženu ven za pačesy. Začal jí mlátit.
The last time I checked, they were breaking inside to arrest this guy. That was before the curfew even started. I guess it's unbecoming of an officer, frankly, doing this here. Okay, maybe we can help them in some other capacity. Back in their computers, maybe, who knows? Some things have happened over the course of this campaign.
Access granted.
Do you believe the controversial Human Restoration Act passed?
Eliza, if members of the UN Security Council could see what we in Santo are building in Rabia, if they were willing to put their support behind me and the Safe Harbor Initiative, well, I wonder if
they probably would explain why she was on the hit list for the cops, wouldn't you think? I would suppose so.
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
the Santo construction.
Yeah, that probably would be the explanation here. That makes it even worse than I thought it was. The fucking pigs, man. This is not the police officer, it's one of those two body crime members, incidentally.
Das ist the man.
Yeah, and also one of those bodyguards for the other crime operation. I'm not sure what Self has to say. I guess we find out. Was this open previously? I don't think it was. Oh man, things are getting worse and worse and worse, aren't they? There we are. Cannot wait to get out of Prague here, to be honest. Yeah, we have it delivered straight to our front door. Not a coincidence, of course. Okay, lock that fucking door, please. And then we check our emails and see what we can do about the Vidcom device over there. What was that? I'm not sure. I have no idea. And Seraph never did mail that receipt to us, did he though? He wanted us to sign. Otherwise it would be here, I would presume. Okay, that's kind of concerning. People are still searching for me. Any new emails by chance? Not really. I think we have never received more than 4 emails, I believe, in total. And this one we also read in our work computer. Yeah, it's a bit strange, frankly. I think the doors lock themselves automatically, I'm hoping.
As you wish. But remember, homeowner, this poses a substantial security risk.
Okay, so, well, it locks automatically. I guess it could be a proximity sensor. Alright, let's just see what Seraph wants to talk to us about. Watch TV, I'd rather not right now.
Adam, good. We need to talk, son.
What's going on, Seraph? Why the secure vidcall number?
I looked into Facility 451. It was a processing clinic, one of dozens set up after the incident to help augmented people recover. They were supposed to be places to heal, but they were run more like prison camps.
And?
And I don't think you got your new Augs there. You said rescue teams dumped you in that clinic shortly after Panchaea collapsed, but your name doesn't appear on its entry logs. And it doesn't appear on any survivor recovery lists either.
They said I was a John Doe. Nobody knew who I was.
It wouldn't have been hard to find out. Your augmentations have serial numbers. Or at least the ones I had installed into Adam Jensen did.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were unable to follow through with this, weren't we? At least not completely, I believe. What does it mean? Are we a tank grown replacement then? What are you implying, Seraph? Yeah, this is very strange development, incidentally.
Why are you so sure I didn't get these Augs in Alaska?
I mean, we have scars to show for our work, don't we?
You said he was using an alias, McFadden. I looked into it. Casper McFadden didn't exist until the day you regained consciousness, which was 1 month before you escaped the facility.
Okay, so where was Orlov?
Not in Alaska. He was with Tai Young Medical for a while, and in the spring of 2028, his name pops up once or twice in the Baltic region. Then he dropped off the grid, and McFadden shows up.
So what does that prove? Orlov is McFadden, and McFadden is Orlov. None of it connects him to me.
Except for the Augs, which Orlov designed, and nobody else knows how to install, let alone make compatible with a competing
Yeah, but we saw plenty of Titans, didn't we? Isn't that strange? We should probably mention that. It's supposed to be a super high-tech equipment, that's well, he just said it himself.
Are you suggesting all my Augs are new? Even the ones you gave me?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm telling you all the Augs we ever installed had registry codes, and they're not hard to trace.
I know my Augs, Seraph. It took 2 years for my body to get used to them, to unlock all their potential.
2 years? Really, Adam? One of which you don't remember because you were allegedly in a coma in Alaska. Look, son, all I'm saying is it wouldn't have been hard to identify you, but for some reason, that never happened.
Yeah, what are you trying to tell me? I can't quite follow.
What are you trying to tell me, Seraph?
I'm sorry, Adam. There's not much more I can say. There's some conclusions you have to make for yourself. All I know is the deeper I dig, the more questions I have. Orlov might have had answers, but as soon as you found out he was in Prague, that he'd been visiting Prague periodically ever since you started working with TF-29's division there, somebody killed him. You tell me what it all means.
I can't. Not yet.
Well, if you ever do find out, give me a call. Until then, take care of yourself, Adam. Be careful.
Same to you.
Thanks for the help, Seraph.
Can call him David, I think. You'll be fine with that. And it was certainly very mysterious. But these are a little bit guessing once more, because we don't have all the puzzle pieces just yet. Yeah, okay, so are we done with this area? Because I cannot wait to leave the slums behind for now. Maybe also change our outfit. Let me guess, we have to restart the game for this, don't we? I think, well, in this case, never mind. Okay, well, this is obviously pretty important. So let's just try to see what we can make happen about this. Hopefully it's not going to be an escort mission. But it could be. Yeah, the other lift is also gone now. But at least it's dark back here. But it doesn't save us because it's not Riddick, is it though? Yeah, okay, we cannot see too many people from up here, unfortunately. So, across the pedestrian bridge and then back here somehow. Maybe? We can give it a try, I guess. You can already see more friends waiting, of course. And I will talk about the shopkeeper. It's not like we found additional breach software, of course. Well, maybe the coast is clear, but I don't think so. But here's hoping. But they did make it sound like an escort mission, in which case, I take it all back if that happens. Yeah, they're underneath us someplace, right? Okay, I do see a security panel, an unattended one. Interesting, it's also unlocked incidentally, huh? Even better. Yeah, okay, I don't think we set this on friendly fire. This seems excessive. I mean, what the cops are doing is also excessive, but still, my point stands, I believe. Oh, the debate. Is the debate actually in the Apex Center? Maybe, it could be. Yeah, the police station is not too far away. And since we're around these parts, why don't we also check out some of these lockers and these stores here, because apparently it's an escort mission. And I'm not quite sure when we acquired this code, but let me guess. Is it the one I'm thinking about? 5053, evidently not the same code. I'm not quite sure when we learned this one, but I guess I'll take it. Anything that requires us not to do the hacking minigame. Well, I have no idea who this Sandman guy is, but apparently there's also a box mag back here. I just noticed, even though we cannot carry all of them, of course. Like nail blade ammo and the Tesla cartridge, and these are considered high-tech, I believe. And it's either self-sealing or there's something back here messing with the physics engine. Again. What is happening up there? What is happening up there, game? I think it's one of those crates going haywire back here, right? One of those cardboard boxes war even better. Okay, can we try this again, please? Yeah, who is that man? No idea. Apparently we don't have the code for this, of course. Or do we? I don't think so. Yeah, okay, time doesn't stop, as you can hear, evidently.
Anomaly detected.
Yes, yes, of course.
Trace program initiated.
Maybe the box maker is actually trying to activate it, could be.
Access granted.
Ah, but it's too tight in here, of course. Okay, that's the robot. Maybe it is actually a box and back trying to activate. That would explain all the mechanical noises we've been hearing. Really strange. Okay. That leaves more questions unanswered, you know, than before. Okay, I think we should step away now. I guess we could use the robot against the police forces back here. It's an option. So, I don't think we have the code for this right by chance. Indeed we don't. But hooray. That's nice.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Yeah, no problem though. So what's so important in here then? I believe we should get the flashlight, you know. I really do. Okay, pocket secretary. Yeah, more smuggling going on here. I don't recognize that email, but it's smuggling in something from Poland. Eastern Europe, including Poland, of course, and also Russia. Yeah, more smuggled items here, probably stolen from the augmented people, I would figure. Okay, but I would take those, thank you very much. Interesting. But hardly all that essential right now in our current situation. Okay, 2 police officers, and they also have deployed these barricades, so they were indeed planning ahead of schedule, right? Unsurprisingly. Yeah, that's what I thought. And there are some cages back here as well, as you can tell. But how are we going to escort them out of here? Or is it going to be feasible? That's the question we have to be asking ourselves. How in the world are we going to escort them out of here? I'm not sure.
Locking us up so you can play bad cop, worse cop, huh? What do you think this is, the 1980s? Like those
Yeah, I'm not surprised he's not shutting up down here.
Our old military industrial friend.
Primus, is that you?
It's still out there.
Yes, hello there. Please be quiet for now.
The journalists aren't the revolution, man. We're just augmenting the message. And the message is still out there. It's on the streets. It's over the airwaves. It's spreading online.
I regret coming here already, to be honest. Okay, that must be the keeper then, presumably.
Maybe you're thinking you're fighting for the wrong team. Well, that's a good start, man. First, you have to see that your strings are being pulled by crooked politicians.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Script critic, yes, but does it unlock the cages? I sure hope so. There we go.
You! I knew it, man! I knew you were one of them all along!
What are you talking about?
Do I look like I'm one of them?
Yeah. Are you stupid?
I can feel my hands right now, but if I could run a search for shadowy extra-government agent on the net, pretty sure it's all you.
Fair point. What happened?
I've been at the police
You pulled
officer,
a
I'll be
freedom of
do.
information
I
speech on the
guess.
state police?
Show some courtesy, man.
Ha fucking ha. They didn't wait for a speech, man. Lesson learned. Smash the state before the state smashes your nose.
Little K asked me to get you out.
She's the K now, man. I'm a liability to Sammy's dad.
She cares about you, Yarrick. She didn't want to leave you or Bones behind.
Always was a
She's
cool
a nice
cat,
lady,
man.
yes?
One of the good ones. She wrote The Wheels Come Off 16 years ago, and the conspiracies just keep checking out. Everything except the gray aliens, but who's to say that's not a metaphor?
If she wrote the book...
I don't believe in authorial intent.
Yes, tell us something about what you've learned here. Maybe it's somewhat reliable, although given his current state, I don't think it will be. Yeah, we did exactly that, didn't we?
I warned you about picking a fight with Picus. They've got a lot invested in protecting the message.
Would I be talking to you now if Picus had got to us? I mean, does Eliza Kazan have a sense of humor? All those bombs going off lately. What's one more in the sewers? BTW, those are all rhetorical questions.
You don't say.
Thank you,
They're
Adam.
trying, man. Bones heard the cops talking about extraordinary rendition. What a wonderful connected world we live in, when they can pin an acronym on you, ARC, NSF, who gives a rat's ass, and ship you off to a black site on the UN's credits.
Yeah,
Just how
das
many
did happen,
states are you
right?
enemy of?
All the corporate ones.
Well, obviously, but it's not really a point to press this right now.
You told me you were a liability to Samizdat. How do you figure that?
Because the cops burn me, man. Exposure is death. They didn't have to ask a single question. Just took my DNA off their knuckles. My high school dropout date, my sister's parking tickets, my darknet proxies. Oral cemetery.
Oral cemetery?
They didn't get a lot of mainstream airplay. Anyway, Little K shouldn't have sent you. Samizdat has to be bigger than any man or woman.
Samizdat is bigger
We
than
want
you
to
now,
rot
Yarrick.
away in that cell, man.
The resistance reached further than you planned for. You want to fall on your sword? There's a better place to do it than in a holding cell.
Yeah, indeed, right? Let's go over the blaze of glory.
Liability real broadly.
Whatever you want to do, man, make up your mind already.
There's a way out of Prague for you
Yeah.
both. The
Show
Samizdat
some
resistance has
gratitude.
organized everything. We just need to keep our heads down and get to the cleaners nearby.
The cleaners. Irony. Wait, you mean going through the cops?
With your beard, I don't think you can even look convincing. But he's also not a gunman, is he though? I don't think that's going to work. I think we need to clear the path, then right knock on some people. I think it's a better idea. That's not going to work with his beard. He's never past
It's
muster.
bad out there right now. Keep your heads down and don't leave here until I tell you to. I'll be back.
Okay, I get it.
Good. I'm gonna take another look outside.
Okay, a couple more objectives that I see. Yes, okay, well, she's in the other cell right now. Didn't even see that, frankly. Oh. That's what I meant. There are no easy choices in this game.
Our imprisonment is proof that Samizdat knows what it's talking about.
Yeah, there are some snippets into your stories, I agree with that.
They came for us after you left.
Yeah, sorry we were unable to help.
Please do not leave us here.
Okay then, so I took a look around the area and I already saw 2 cops and a sentry bot on patrol someplace. I guess we leave it over for next episode because I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit frustrated here with the curfew. And really isn't super enjoyable right now, if I'm honest with you. Okay, so I guess then we try this here next episode, and then afterwards we head into the Valley Crime District to find the final piece of evidence by looks of it. But otherwise I think it's all we can do for today, so as usual I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.